Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Okay. I want to share something with you that I had to come to the realization one time. And even in the reinvention of myself right now, I've had to come to that, and I want to share it with you today. Give it to you. I want to tell you about something that a lot of people do in their life. And I want you to be aware of it. Here it is. Don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. I said, don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. The reason I'm saying this is because people have a tendency to, once they make a decision about something, or once they decide to go a certain path, they go against everything. Anything anybody says, anything anybody might do, any other ruling they may come across, they shun advice. They don't listen to counsel. They just, I made the decision. I'm going to do it anyway. Don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. Now, here's a surefire way to tell if you're wrong. If you don't see any movement in the direction you've chosen, if you don't see anything going right in that decision, if you feel as though you're in a rut, if the wall you're climbing seems so insurmountable that you ain't even moving an inch, and every time you turn around, you keep getting knocked back down. Don't get stuck on yourself. You know, you could be wrong, you know. See, that's why it's important for people to always be open to the reinvention of yourself. You know, you cannot be afraid to reinvent yourself. In other words, you can't be afraid to change. Change is necessary when it comes to growth. There is no growth without change. The more you know, the older you look. There is no growth without change. If you're heading in a direction and ain't nothing going right in your life, could it be the wrong direction? If you're climbing and you're making no headway, could it be the wrong direction? Could you have possibly made the wrong choice? Don't get stuck on yourself because you done made the wrong stuff. It's okay to forgive yourself. It's okay to let yourself off the hook. It's even smarter sometimes to admit that you were wrong. You ever met somebody ain't ever wrong? Have you ever met somebody you talk to, they ain't ever wrong about nothing, man? It's they way or the highway. This is my way. I know people like that, stuck on them power trips and all like that. You know what I had to learn how to do? I had to learn how to let them go on them power trips. But listen to this, though. You're not taking me on that trip, though. You're going on that trip by yourself. I'm going in the right direction. I've decided to stop the way. Okay, listen to this person. I decided to stop doing business the way I was doing business. I decided to stop to allow business being done around me the way business was being done around me. You know what? You know the best decision I made was to allow for God to have some say-so and to offer me his direction. I have found him to be a better driver than anyone else I know. I have found him to know more about the man he made than anybody else who's merely associating with me. I have found it to be a fact that my maker knows more about the vehicle he created than does anybody else. If your Chevy break, don't you take it to Chevy? You don't take your Ford when it break down to a Toyota dealership. They not going to know everything that the Ford dealership would know about the vehicle. You know why? Because they're not the maker of it. So now, Why you letting your life being led, controlled, and guided by somebody other than your maker? I'm just asking you to let's all take a common sense look at this. So if going to your maker is the best way, the best decision I made in my business was take over my brand myself and to allow the maker of this brand. See, without God, I'm none of this. I'm none of this. I want you to clearly understand I ain't none of this without him. I wish I could have the guts to reach back there and pat myself on the back for what I've accomplished in my life. I wish I had the guts. I wish the nerve of me, because I know for a fact that there is no way that I could have manufactured the life that I have. I could not even have thought of it. It's no way I could have told you that this was the route I was going to take and this is the outcome because of it. I had no idea, no clue. The one thing I had, though, was an unshakable faith in God. I had I just kept believing in him. I kept believing that he had something more for me. And then when I touched base with him and asked him to show me what it is, what he had for me, ta-da, the magic show began. Because you know what he did? He took all my natural abilities that he had given to me, this gift that he gave me, that he poured into me at birth, that same gift that he poured into you at birth. The moment you go to him and let him show you that gift, and then guess what? Once he takes what he naturally put in you and put his superpowers on top of that, then you have some supernatural things going on in your life. And you may not be feeling me. I'm cool with that. But I done had some supernatural things happen to me. Every day I wake up, some supernatural, the rewards of my life, the awards of my life, the accomplishments, the how I'm working, the how I manage it all that ain't nothing but God. That ain't nothing but God. You can't even explain this schedule to people. Sometimes when people ask me, Steve, how do you do it? I go, well, this is what I manage my time. Then at the end of when I get through, I say, hey, man, you know what I need to tell y'all for real? It's God. I don't really know. But I'm letting him manage me, so he handling it. He ain't going to put no more on me than I can bear. Listen to me, y'all. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. And remember this. Don't get stuck on yourself, because you could be wrong, you know. You absolutely could be wrong. If you don't tie this to your gift, you will be struggling the rest of your life.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time again. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is upon us. Brand new. Another day, another chance, another opportunity. Man, I'm glad. Woo! Man, he didn't have to do it, but he did. Hey,
that part.
I don't know who ain't understanding that. He didn't have to do it, but he did. He didn't have to do what? See, he didn't have to wake you up this morning. He didn't have to protect you. He didn't have to cover you for danger seen and unseen. You ain't see you. It's a lot of stuff happened to you ain't even seen. He just covered you behind the scene. Think of all the ways he's made for you. So when you got there, it was already paved out. How many times, man, you thought it was no solution and it was over, and all of a sudden it came through? Or how many times it didn't come through and you felt messed up about it, and then something else happened that was better than that? Man, boy, shut up. Welcome to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mouth of the South Jr., and the legend that is Nephew Tommy. Junior, what's on your mind this morning, man?
Man, Unc, I'll tell you what's on my mind, man. You know, man, changing my attitude, man. All this stuff going on. But, man, just how are you drowning out the distractions, man, and staying focused on what you're supposed to be doing? When you turn it on, ain't nothing good we looking at. You know, all the stuff that's happening right now, the shootings, everything. The stuff is just not where I want to be. My attitude gets a little upset about some of these things. And I'm just saying, man, I know I'm supposed to be happy. Yeah, man.
Mine does, too. So you know what I do a lot of times? I don't cut it on. Because the only thing on the news now seems to be bad news. And that ain't the way to start your day. You should never inundate your mind with negativity at the start of it. No, man, get up. Have a meditation moment with God and tell God some things that you're grateful for. Listen to God. Tell him how much you appreciate it. Stop waking up, grabbing your phones and turning on your social media and all this mess and inundating your mind with stuff that ain't got nothing to do with your progression as a person. I'm telling you, man, it happens to too many people, Junior. It's not just you. Yeah. And sometimes I fall into it, too. Get up and cut the TV on. No, man. Get up and be grateful. Spend some time with gratitude. Spend some time, man, meditating. When you first wake up, if you don't have kids, right? If you don't have kids, or if you get up before your kids, before you wake them up, because that's normally how it works. That quiet time of the morning, you should have 5 minutes of that time to yourself to collect your thoughts. Sit with you. Don't let nothing, no outside interference get in your head. Because if you allow it to, it's going to affect you, man, because we're human. It ain't you can hear anything and you ain't got to pay no attention to it. What? That ain't real. It's not how life works. Man, if you get inundated with negativity, you're going to start your day with negativity. You finna have a negative morning. That's why people always say, I got up on the wrong side of the bed. No, you didn't. You got up out the bed and you allowed something to inundate your thought process that caused you to now feel negative. Because your feelings are a barometer. Boy, let me stop because I ain't got time. We'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll run that prank back with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
Well, I need a little coverage, Shirley. A little insurance is what I need. I need a little insurance. Just take a listen. Here it is. Cat Dog, let's go. We need a little bit of insurance. Insurance.
Thanks for calling insurance. This is Joseph. How can I help you?
Yeah, Joseph, how you doing, man? I got your
doing good.
Your number. Well, somebody gave me your card. Told me you have an insurance company. You might be able to help me.
Absolutely, we'll love to help you.
Okay, listen, I'm seeking some insurance. Now, what all insurance do you guys have? What all do you all cover?
Oh, we have automobile insurance. We have home insurance. We have life insurance. Fire, flood. We pretty much we have everything. Really, exactly what type of insurance you were looking for.
Okay, well, see, I have my own business, my own company.
Oh, that's good. Entrepreneur, I like that.
Okay, what I'm trying to do, man, is I'm trying to make sure I have insurance for the people underneath me.
Oh, okay, your employees.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I want my employees to be insured.
Okay. Good.
You know, like if something happens to them, they can get workman's comp. You know what I mean? I want to be able to accommodate them that way. Is that? And are you able to help me out with something like that?
Yeah, I am able to help you. I just need to ask you a few questions. How many employees do you have?
Right now, I got 6. Well, I got 4 that's working full time. Mm-hmm. I got 2 that work predominantly on the weekends. Okay, so I got. Let me think real quick. I got cinnamon. I got ice, jasmine. I got thunder.
I'm sorry, sir. Sir, tell me your name again, sir. What was?
Smitty.
Okay. What type of business do you have, sir?
Well, I'm more of I'm a PC, and
I'm sorry, PC. Personal consultant?
No. I'm pretty close though. Pretty close. That's pretty close. I'm a pleasure consultant, and And what it is, I got, I got.
I'm sorry. Did you say pleasure consultant?
Right. What that is, man, is I pleasurize people that want to be pleasurized. Like I have girls that may dance for you. Some may come by and do other things for you. After parties, private parties, that kind of thing.
Are you trying to are you trying to insure strippers or call girls?
Well, I'm trying to insure what I'm trying to insure. I give all my girls 1099s at the end of the year.
I'm sorry, I don't know what this is. An insurance company. This is a reputable company. We don't insure call girls or strippers.
Sir, I'm trying to insure my product. The way the economy is right now, everybody got to look out for themselves. But I got to insure what I need to insure, so in case things go bad, man, I can bounce back on that. You understand?
I understand that, sir, and I do understand.
I'm a businessman just like you are,
sir. But we don't insure call girls, strippers.
So hold on. I got your card, man. You trying to tell me that now you can't give me no insurance?
We can't insure call girls or strippers. Okay. Tell me this. What type of duties do they perform?
Well, what you mean? What kind of duty? They dance.
Well, on the application, I have to put down what type of duties do your
We're gonna put down exotic dance. And see, since they are there for people that need to have some personal attention, man. We just put something else down, like counseling.
Are these prostitutes? You want to insure prostitutes?
I'm not saying that, man. Stop saying that. Don't say that no more. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
that's what they are. Sir.
Well, why don't you put down PC, man? Why don't you put down pleasure consultant form, man?
Pleasure consultant, sir. We don't do that here. I don't know how to help you, sir. We don't do that here. You can't insure a prostitute.
Did I tell you don't say that no more? I told you. This right here is a PC. It's a pleasure consultant. Now, somebody that gave me this business card and told me that you'll be able to take care of me, and now here you is coming back saying you can't. See, this one is starting to be some for Smitty now.
Sir, you don't have to refrain from using that language.
No. They telling me that you are able to insure me, man. Now,
yes, sir. We are insure.
You the one coming back with some bogus right here, dog.
Listen, we don't insure any type of ghetto mess prostitutes, call girls. That's some street junk that we don't do here.
Hey, man, listen, I was told you can insure me, and guess what? You go insure me. I'm finna go back and forth with you, Doc. I'm finna come down there to your office, and I want these papers filled out so I can sign them, so I can have my girls.
Look, man, we don't insure no prostitutes or no strippers, okay? So we don't do that. And you're not gonna come down to my office with this ghetto mess. We don't do that.
Who you think you hollering at, man?
You don't know who you're fooling with. Now, don't let this corporate over the phone corporate voice fool you, because I can get gangster.
Hey, man, I don't know who you think you hollering at, but look here.
Now, we don't do that here.
Hey, man, look here, let me tell you something. I'm on my way down there, okay?
Sir, do not come to this office.
Excuse
do not
me?
come to this office.
I'm coming to the office. You're going to insure my girls for me. Now, somebody gave me your card and told me you can take care of me on the low, and that's what you're going to do. Now, I need my damn insurance for my girls, dog. That's all I'm trying to get out of you.
Don't you bring your up to my establishment with this. We don't do it, and I will not. And if you bring your up, you're going to get your
Hey, man, I got one. Who you think you talking to?
I'm talking to you. Now, I tried to be nice, and I tried to be professional. This is some. Don't you bring your up to my office, or I'm going to kick you in cinnamon in front of all them up there.
Hey, man, I got one more thing I need to say to you. You listening?
Yes. What you got to say to me, dude? What the I do not insure prostitutes, okay? What do you have to tell me?
I got to tell you this. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy.
Oh, my God. I'm going to kill that boy. God. I was going to go postal. I cannot believe it put me into this. Oh, y'all got me. Boy, I am one.
Let me ask you this here, man. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Certified, bona fide, straight up and down, stupid. No, see, I don't think I need to say anything else. I'll be back in another hour with some more stupid. How about that?
All right.
I got stupid on
Coming
schedule.
up, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Adrian Peterson slams Damar Hamlin over a jacket he had on at the big game. Barney reveals his new look. Remember Barney? Well, he's got a brand new look, but it gets slammed on social media. And now you can eat like Cardi B and Offset at McDonald's. That's all coming up at the top of the hour, but right now, it is time to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. LaDonna in Detroit writes, my husband and I have slept apart for 1 year, and I love it. It cut down on arguments. He doesn't keep me up all night with the TV on, and we still have sex. My father and I told us our marriage is doomed. Are we helping or hurting our marriage?
Well, if you think it's cool, then go ahead. I mean, now, do your husband love it? That's what you're doing. Now, if y'all still having sex in this, and you all find it to be beneficial to both of y'all, and you're cutting down on the arguments, and maybe saving your marriage. And who she say? Her daddy told her?
Yeah, her dad.
Well, you know, your daddy is looking at it from her father-in-law.
Her father-in-law
Told her something different. Well, that, I don't know. I don't even know what they told him for.
Right.
You know, you
right.
quit telling your bitch. The best thing, the fastest way to mess up your marriage is let other people in it. That's the fastest way. But if it's working for you all, then let it keep on working for y'all. Right. How the hell did he know?
That's our playbook.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Navani in Columbus. Navani says, I'm 58 years old and I'm single. I've not had sex since last March because my last boyfriend went into cardiac arrest during sex. I barely had time to untie him. Are you listening to this? I barely had time to untie him before the ambulance came. We laugh about it now, and he said it wasn't my fault, but I feel guilty. How do I get back into the swing of things?
Don't nobody want none of that.
Well,
she
you pretty much ruined it with him. That's what broke y'all up. And then Navani, I hope this is not your real name, because that's a very rare name for a 58-year-old. And now that that's public knowledge right here, you probably won't be getting a man no time soon. Because ain't nobody finna marry you, all this getting tied up with cardiac arrest and all this stuff. Ain't nobody finna sign up for all like that. It's old-ass people. Damn near 60. Getting tied up. Stupid-ass tied up folk. You heard him say stop. Kept going. Now he just in here hollering. And he done had cardiac arrest. Y'all laughed about it. You didn't laugh about it that long. You broke up, didn't you?
Well, he said it wasn't her fault. He did tell her that it wasn't her fault.
No, it wasn't her fault. You can't tie yourself up. He let her tie him up. That's why it wasn't her fault. He couldn't handle what was happening. But you heard the man hollering and you kept on. And if he trying to say stop and can't say it, you really know he in trouble. So,
Heart attack.
Stop.
I know
that right there, that panting, you got to let that go.
They laugh about it now, she says. Okay.
Yeah, ha, he, hell.
I knew it.
I see y'all done broke up, though, ain't you?
It's over.
And he ain't trying to get back with you, is he? All this tying up toolboxes under the bed and all this here. All these noises and sounds. Try this. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to put all this on.
All right. Moving
Clear
on.
this on me. Take it off with this here. What?
We're going to move
Plug
on
that
now,
in the wall
Steve.
over there. I got an extension cord. Plug that in the wall and bring that over here.
Extension
What is this right here? Just hit the on switch and lay it down for a minute. Hold still. Quit jumping. Nobody doing this with you.
We're going to move on now, Steve, to Catherine in Lexington. Catherine says, my daughter is 18 and her boyfriend is 29. He has fast money and a lifestyle she sees in videos and on the internet. I can't get through to her, so should I just pray and let it go?
Well, I mean, I don't know what else you can do. You know, once they get of age, it's hard being a parent, man. It really is. And those of us that have children, especially children that have grown up, we can tell you flat out. You can give them all the advice you want, and they have the ability to make a decision when you know where around. And then you got to sit there and look at the decision and go, why? Well, it ain't your fault. She liked the videos and the fast money. He 29 years old. You know what he do. You got to pray for your daughter. Don't give up prayer, because pretty much ain't nothing else you could do. You know, unless her father was in her life, he can go over there and visit with the boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
And ain't no telling how that goes. So
we know how it's gonna go.
Yeah, sad situation right there, but prayer does help. Moving on, last one, Steve, to DeAndrea in Oak Cliff. DeAndrea says, I was kicking it with one guy and we fell out, so his best friend tried to holler at me. I ended up in the bed with his best friend, but he wouldn't have sex with me. Later on, I found it was a setup. Why do grown men still play games? Wow.
Why do grown women get played?
Yeah. That's
See, they can't play games with you if you don't get played. Why would you
participate,
mess around in the same group of friends?
Yep.
Why? You ain't got nothing else to do?
Right.
It was a setup.
She ended up there, dog. You say she ended up.
What?
Yeah, she said
she ended up in the bed.
It just happened.
Like, yeah.
I ain't never
No,
just ended up in bed.
No, sir, sorry. Sorry.
She
You don't
got
end up
played, like you
naked in the
said.
bed. No, you don't
Yeah.
end up. Everybody made some decisions. Somebody but see, you've been obviously looking at this boy for a while.
Yeah.
How about that part? Why do grown men play games? How you getting played at this age? Ladies, come on now. Let's use some damn common sense.
Yeah.
He coming on to you. It's the same circle of friends. Same circle of friends. What you over there for? Man.
Stop, baby.
You got one more, Shirley?
That was the last one, Steve.
Well, we out of time then. We ain't got nothing else to say to you, lady. Nice try.
No, wow.
Don't feel for you, you know.
Did you
Ain't
have
nothing we
any-
can do. Not going to be able to fix this for you. You got played.
Yeah. Majorly.
Why do they play games?
No.
Wow.
Did you have one last piece of advice for the 58-year-old who hasn't had sex since last March and her boyfriend?
Oh yeah, and
wanted
you're
to-
not, and especially if this is your real name. If your real name is Navania,
Navani,
and you 58
Navani.
years old on this show, a lot of 58-year-old people listen to this show. You're
Yeah.
probably not gonna have sex anymore because you're tying people up and giving them heart attacks. Ain't nobody signing up for that. You're tying people up and you're giving them heart attacks.
All right. Coming up, we have some entertainment news for you right after this.
He's so stupid.
I know.
No.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte, A Bridgerton Story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Well, guys, before we get into the entertainment news, there's a sad story, a crazy story, another one of these shootings out of Michigan, this time at Michigan State University. Sadly, at least 3 people have died in shootings that happened Monday night at Michigan State University. This is according to police. 5 other people were wounded and are being treated in a local hospital. Police said a 43-year-old suspect died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was not affiliated with the school, and authorities have yet to establish a motive, police said. Here we go. Another one. Of course, we'll keep our eye on this story and keep you posted. It's a sprawling university of about 50,000 students, and this is just terrible. This is just awful.
Terrifying.
It's another one. Nothing's being done.
I wish these universities were closed in where you got a checkpoint you got to go through to get on it. A little bit more security.
Yeah,
but most
security.
of them aren't.
Yeah, to get access to the buildings. Like, did he go into the building? How did he get access to the building? You're 43 years old.
The big schools like that usually have city streets going through them.
Yeah.
So there's not a main gate where you can go. There's small colleges got that enclosed campus thing, but most big schools, you got 50,000 students going there. They all over the place. That's Ohio
you need
State,
space
Michigan,
for the,
Michigan State, USC, UCLA. They got major streets for them. I don't know how they're going to do that. The real problem is these guns, but ain't nobody going to say nothing about that. Though.
Not the location of the university. It's the gun laws. Right, Steve.
All right. Well, our prayers are definitely with the school, the parents, the students, everyone affiliated. And we're going to switch gears here now and bring in some entertainment news. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin was spotted at the Super Bowl. He was seated with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and Donna Kelsey, and seemed to be enjoying the game. But after the game, he was attacked on Instagram by former NFL great Adrian Peterson, all because Peterson didn't like the jacket that Hamlin wore to the big game. The jacket is a $3,150 Takashi Murakami Travis Jesus jacket, and it had the image of an altered head of Jesus Christ on the front and a big crucifix on the back. Peterson expressed how he felt about it on Instagram. He wrote, quote, "You should be thanking God, son. This is blasphemy. We all fall short, but come on, man. I find this disrespectful. #grateful. #God did." Hamlin and Peterson have spoken since the blow-up and put the mishap behind them. Peterson later posted that he understands that there was no ill intent, and he apologized to Hamlin. Sources close to Hamlin say that he has never shied away from sharing his faith throughout his recovery and has thanked God multiple times when speaking publicly. So here's a question. Why do you think that Adrian Peterson thought it was okay to do that on Instagram? Why didn't he just text or call Damar?
My opinion
jacket.
My opinion is so many people want everybody to hear and feel that their opinion and thoughts are so valid and so important. And instead of just calling the man and going, yo, bro, what's up with this? You're going to go public on the dude. Then afterwards, y'all have a conversation. I think there's something to be learned on both parts, I mean, look, man, people going to wear what they want to wear and all that shit, but we are in a world today where everybody got something to say about everything you do.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. And that's all to it.
That's it.
That's true, Steve. And moving on to another story about opinionated people. Do you all remember the character Barney from the 90s? I remember Barney.
I love you.
Exactly. Our kids grew up on Barney. Well, the Big Purple Dinosaur is coming back to TV, and the producers gave us a glimpse of Barney's new and improved look this week. But then poor Barney got slammed with tons of negative comments about his new look. One comment in particular said that Barney looks high and his new face is very unsettling. The new Barney show will premiere early next year. So, I mean, what is this? Now we're slamming cartoons?
Barney, how
going on?
It's too much.
Not Barney.
Y'all got an opinion on everything.
Everything. This dinosaur bothering you.
Yeah. Right. Go on with your day.
We are one great big.
What are you doing, Tommy?
I love
That's
Barney.
a high Barney. That's a high Barney right there.
I used to watch him with Sheridan, when she was little. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I got gummies for you.
We're not marching on Barney.
No, we're not.
Somebody do this. Don't nobody have time for this.
Right. All right, and this week McDonald's announced its first ever celebrity couple meal with Cardi B and Offset, saying the meal is perfect to share with your plus one, your situationship, your best friend, or anyone in between. Yeah. The meal includes Cardi B's standard cheeseburger served with barbecue sauce and a large Coca-Cola, and Offset's cheese-topped quarter pounder and a large Hi-C orange drink. It also includes a large fry to share and an apple pie. So that is the celebrity couple meal at McDonald's. Okay, so you can take your boo to McDonald's and get that.
Ooh, I'm not mad at that Hi-C orange. I am not.
I know.
Delicious with the fries. I'm not mad at Offset's meal.
I'm a filet-o-fish man when I go to McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Double cheeseburger.
All right.
Yeah.
So now you know. Yeah. Now you know when
No,
you go.
I get double fish. I have to wait on mine. That way it's guaranteed to be hot.
Oh, you got to pull
fish.
up. And wait. They got
Right.
you holding up traffic. That's what
Yeah,
You the one holding up the drive-through line.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, it is Wellness Wednesday, and Steve will tell us how he looks and feels so great at his age right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Steve, it is Wellness Wednesday. We're all trying to live a healthier
Wellness
lifestyle.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
Wellness Wednesday, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It don't
Thank
take all
you.
that to say Wellness Wednesday.
Man, took a lot.
You blew my papers off the table and we on Zoom.
If I had bangs again, they would be up in the air. All right, so Steve, you've teamed up with doctors, nutritionists, and health and wellness experts to create your brand new Elevate You Healthy Green Powders. Now, what inspired you to create Elevate You? And tell us about it. And again, you look great at 66.
Well,
I know
you
don't
know,
mind me saying that. Yeah.
I don't, look, I wanted to do something. I was stagnant with my energy because I worked so much. I just had to do something, man, that I could actually do. And I knew from years of dietitians, nutritionists, doctors, that the best way to get energy is to help yourself on the cellular level. And so, it was greens. You see that everywhere. That's in all the writings. This ain't not a secret. The problem I was having was when I would try to drink these green drinks every day, making them, and then some of the powders I was buying and stuff, it just didn't taste good. Just some days, I just couldn't get it down. And so I went to some doctors. I told them what I was having. I told them what I wanted to do, and I told them how I wanted it to be. And one of the big things was flavor and taste. Because if a person enjoys what they're drinking, they'll drink it more often. They won't miss it. I'm getting so many calls from friends of mine who are on it, who bought it themselves, and I'm just going, hey, love, man, I really appreciate it, man. Dog, man, this thing working, man. I didn't know, man. I was doing it just to support you, but it really does work. This is a real product. This isn't a product that existed before, and I came along for a check and signed my name on it. No, I started from ground zero with no money. Put the money up and started the process. That's how committed I was to it. I had no idea that it would be this successful, though.
Well, congratulations.
It's really, really working really, really well. And we got some more surprises coming for you in June concerning the product. But right now, man, you can get this green powder in original flavor, tart cherry, and you can get chocolate.
Coming right off
I like them
Valentine's
all.
Day.
I like them all, but man, if you can feel better, get more energy, it'll make you want to do more.
Yeah,
and maybe that's
it
what's
does.
causing you not to go to the gym if you feel stagnant. And so that's what it does, man, and it really works. If you go to elevateyou.com, that's Levate, elevateyou.com. This is a real product. It's not a gimmick. I got doctors and scientists behind this. This ain't nothing I threw together on my own. No, I got research behind it, real doctors, real chemists, and it just really, really works. And it's all natural. ElevateYou.com.
All right, Steve. Thank you, and congratulations again. Now, coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, Roscoe Wallace is in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is here. Roscoe, you hear him.
All day, baby. What I do is I come on in. And I don't need no introduction. If you don't know me, you don't know music. You know what I'm saying? All day, what's up, Shirley?
Hey, Roscoe.
What's going on, Carly?
Hey, Roscoe, what's happening?
Hey, what's up, Mississippi? What's going on, Junior?
Man, Roscoe, my hero, boy.
My man, what? Hey, Tommy, what's happening with you, baby?
What's going on, Roscoe? How you doing?
Oh, ain't nothing, man. Just sitting up here just looking cool. You know what I mean? You get it in. Okay, what's going on today? What y'all want to talk about?
I wanted to ask you, Roscoe, if you went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I went on out there. Yeah.
Oh, you were there? Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Did you
work?
See?
Well, I went on out. I went on there. I talked to Rihanna. I went over the song playlist. What all I felt like she should do for all the playlists. And I had a meeting with the Navy. Her people's out there.
You're right. Her
Had a people with them. I slapped 4 of them. I told them, y'all don't tell me what to do, and you better not mention me. And have you ain't heard a word about me, have you?
No.
I slapped 4 of the top Navy people.
Okay.
Slapped in front of some other Navy folk.
Rihanna's Navy, though.
Yeah. Don't nobody fool with Rocco. Yeah, but I was out there. What else? What else you want to know?
Well, I just wanted to know, did you say anything? Did you help her with her halftime performance?
I just told you what I did. I helped her with the playlist. You ain't listening?
No. I heard you, but, her performance.
Go ahead, Carly. You might want to ask me something a little bit more pointed.
Anyway.
I got you, Shirley.
Go ahead, Carla.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Roscoe, you were on the field. Did you see Babyface? Were you there from the very beginning when the entertainment started? With
all
Face?
Entertainment. I'm Babyface. What the woman name that sang?
Shirley Ralph.
Yeah, I helped her rearrange that because we didn't have all day. I told her, a special time limit.
Me. you didn't have all day. What do you mean?
We got to speed this up now. Come on. You can't be up here. Come on.
She was great.
I've been talking about him for years with this here. I tried to get Ray Charles to redo it. Ray Charles said he wasn't touching it.
Lift every voice. No.
No, I'm talking about Negro National Anthem.
Oh,
lift every voice.
Yes. Yeah, lift every voice. I couldn't get nobody to redo that. Finally, I got with Cheryl Lee Roth because she got crushed on me. So I finally pulled up to the side and said, "Hey, baby.
Okay.
Oh, you ain't know."
No.
Cheryl Lee Wright been feeling me, man, long time.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Since Dreamgirls days? Since
that personal business, though, I don't really like to discuss personal business.
You brought it up.
Oh, you draw the line.
My personal relationship is off to the limits. That's just off to the limits, We don't do that there. Yeah, but Super Bowl was good, y'all. Rihanna was up there. I told her stay still. I knew about the baby and everything.
You knew. Why you didn't tell us, Roscoe?
Nah, I just told y'all I don't do no personal business. I just said that.
It's off to the limits.
You just said
it's off to the limits. What part of that is you not understanding? You going over there?
Now, did you get on one of the floating platforms? Did you get on there doing rehearsal?
Way up in the air?
No. I don't do that because I'm too talented. When you're super talented, you don't need flying and props and lights and smoke and mirrors and all that here. I just get a keyboard, going up do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Will there ever be a year when you will perform the halftime show at the Super Bowl? Have you been asked, Roscoe?
They have not asked. I don't think they're going to ever ask because they know I'm going to come out there and put everybody on Front Street. I know Jay-Z running everything now. He ain't said nothing to me.
No. Yeah.
But, but his grandfather had mentioned me to him, but he never said nothing.
Who did he say?
I know. I don't know.
His grandfather, Cozy.
Jay-Z's grandfather, Cozy.
Yeah, we should call him Cozy for short.
Roscoe, would you introduce what's coming up next, a prank phone call with the nephew?
Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. My boy Tommy Tom come on with another one incredible freak.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, I bought him that last year. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about in a few, because right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Oh, we're going deep stupid right now. Let me see here. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Come on, Kat.
Hello?
I'm trying to speak to Sister Lauren, please.
Speaking.
Sister Lauren, this is Brother Davis from the church. I don't know if you know me. You might know me when you see me, but I don't know if you just know me because we don't really interact that much at the church. But I wanted to give you a call. We got a bit of a problem going on.
Okay.
Okay, do you have a minute to talk?
Well, apparently so, huh?
All right. Now, how long have you been doing the sign? You in the ministry where you do the sign language for the church, and I noticed you up there at least 2 Sundays out of the month. You've been doing it quite a while. Am I right?
So yes, I've been doing this for over 10 years, but I'm a little bit confused as to why you're calling about this. I'm just a little bit confused. I don't know who you are. You say that if I see your face, I may know you, but what does this have to do with anything of how long I've been doing sign language? I know sign language. I've been doing it for years. So how may I help you with this? Do you want to learn sign language?
No, I'm not trying to learn any sign language. Do you know Miss everybody call her Miss Myrtle? Do you know Miss Myrtle?
Yeah, I sure do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Miss Myrtle, that's one of my aunties right there. Miss Myrtle is.
Okay,
all right?
and she gave you my number to call me. What do you need from me? Did she give you my number?
No, that's what I'm getting at. So my aunt is deaf. You know she's hearing impaired. You know that, right?
Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's a problem. Aunt Myrtle is telling us that you're not doing the sign language right during the service, and like you missing some things in the scripture or something.
No. That's incorrect. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I know what I'm doing. So So she told you to call me to tell me that I'm not doing the sign language correctly. That's a little funny.
Let me say this to you. I don't want us to get off on the wrong foot. Let me just say this to you. Once my murder told us what was going on, we then went to one of the deacons and asked him, is there a way we can have a meeting, with Sister Lauren so we can try to get this taken care of and talk about it. He said, well, won't you just call and y'all can just work it out. And that's how I'm calling you now. I hope I don't know if you're at work or whatever. I apologize, but I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. Now, let me go and say this: if my Aunt Myrtle say that you ain't signing right, then my auntie ain't lying. That mean your ass. Excuse me. That mean you ain't signing right.
Really? So the pastor couldn't come to me, but you figured you would just call me and tell me that your auntie says that I'm doing it incorrectly. That doesn't make sense to me. How did she tell you that? Did she sign it to you?
She signed language to her daughter. Listen, you ain't got to worry about who she's signing to. What you need to worry about is getting your stuff together, all right, and learning how to do this the correct way so that my auntie can get, my auntie needs to be getting the word like everybody else getting the word, but she not getting it because the word's getting lost in your hands.
All I'm hearing is your voice is getting very loud, and you need to match my tone, young man. Okay, let's just start with that.
What you mean match your hold on. Match your tone, young man. Yes. What is that?
Match my tone, because you're getting very loud, and I can't hear through all of that. All right.
Okay.
So
I'm
gonna say this. Situation. You called my phone, correct? You have a problem that you're discussing with me, but you're getting more angry than anything else. How am I going to resolve this problem? I am trying to be as cordial.
The way you resolve this problem is carry your back to science school so you can learn what you need to so my auntie can get the word. My auntie can't get the gospel because you messing it up.
God anointed me to do sign language at that church, and I've been doing it for a long time, and I will continue to do so. So don't call my phone telling me that I'm not doing something right. You know what?
But do God know that you're not doing it right? Do God know that? Does God know that my Aunt Myrtle not getting the word because of you?
Lord's name, young man. Jesus, please give me the strength to continue on with this conversation. But you know what, Lord? I'm going to be right back. Little let me tell you something. Don't you ever call my mother freaking phone telling me I ain't doing something. Man, if I see you in the street, this cane I have is going to go upside your damn head. Did I make myself clear?
I cannot believe you talking to me like this.
Oh, now you want to be calm. Now you're calm. Now you match my tone. I've engaged in my
I can't
time.
believe you just got through talking to me like that.
Are we done here?
So you think it's cool for you to tell the Lord, I'll be right back. Thank you, Lord. I needed a moment.
I'm human, right? We've been on this phone this long. You've been all screaming at me. I told you to match my tone. Match my tone.
I am matching your tone.
No.
Can I give you something else in this tone? Do you mind if I say something in this tone?
You're going to hear a click and it die real quick. Go ahead. Say what you have to say.
I just want to tell you in this tone that your friend, Vonda Taylor, got me to prank phone call you. I am nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show in your tone.
Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy. You have me on the radio. What? Vonda? Vonda Taylor. Vonda Taylor. Tommy, you better not put this on the radio. You better not put this on the radio. Vonda, I'm going to kill you in Jesus' name. Amen. The radio. I'm not playing any games, Tommy. I think it's funny, but this is my job here.
Listen, everything is fine.
You had me going there. I had to tell Jesus, give me a minute, because you was about to bring my pressure up. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't even want to hear this, but I will be calling Vonda because I have some words for her ass. Oh, Lord, Father, please forgive me. Oh, Lord.
Okay, you got to do this for me in my tone. Tell me in your tone, what is the baddest radio show in the land in your tone?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh, you play
Match
too much.
my tone. Okay.
You play too much.
Match my tone.
Tommy, you know you're wrong for that.
We got to give a shout out to Justina Miles. Did you see her, the African-American lady who did sign?
Yes.
Yeah, the American Sign Language performer at the Super Bowl with Rihanna and Shirley Ralph.
Shirley Ralph.
Yeah, with Shirley Ralph. Yeah, she did her thing.
Did a good job.
Justina Miles. Y'all related? Nephew Tommy Miles?
Probably. All Miles are great. Probably. Match my tone. And I mean that.
Okay.
That was crazy, Tommy.
I like it how they can just tell Jesus, hold on 1 minute. Let me say this and I'll be right back. I'll be right back,
I'm going to have to
Jesus.
start using that because I don't normally say that. I just go to the other side.
What, match my tone?
No. I like the way she told God, Hold on, Lord. Wait a minute. I'm finna step off the line for a minute. I'm going to start doing that.
I'm going to step off. Make the announcement.
Give a little warning before you fire off, Steve.
Yeah.
Make it plain, baby. Memphis, Tennessee. This is our week, baby. Memphis, Tennessee. Chuckles, the nephew, is coming to town. All right? Friday and Saturday. The nephew will be there. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Nephew Tommy and friends at Chuckles. Tickets on sale right now. They're running fast, and I'm glad. Ain't been to Memphis in a while. Memphis, I think y'all going through a lot down there. If you feel like getting away from your problems, if you feel like putting a smile on your face, I'm your man. Come hang out with your boy, Nephew Tommy and friends. All right? There it is. Nephew Tommy and friends. Laying in the cut is Baltimore, B-Mo, the Comedy Factory. That's next week. All right? This week, Memphis. Then the following week, it is Baltimore. And then after that, Dallas, Ready to Love. Here we go.
Ooh,
Yep.
Okay, nephew. Can't wait for that. Yeah.
Work.
Fun.
I love it.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter, the subject. I bought him that last year. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, or more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. And you click on the Submit Strawberry Letter button. That's all you have to do. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. Okay? And you never know. It could be yours.
It could be. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, I bought him that last year. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm going through a divorce and my soon-to-be ex-husband moved on with another woman before I moved out of the house. It was the disrespect for me. He'd come home in the wee hours of the morning, smelling like a woman with his shirt balled up in his hand. I'm sure it had makeup or something worse on it. Near the end, he told me that he never wanted to hurt me or leave the marriage, but he had to sort some things out. He said it was not over another woman. I believed him at first, but he started staying out all night, and then I knew he was on to something else. When he gave me the divorce papers, I didn't flinch, and I did not let him see me cry or look depressed. I kept going, and I found a rental house close to my job. He would fake cry and tell me he's going through so much, and he loves how understanding I am. He is not a good actor, and he's terrible at covering his tracks. One of my sorority sisters started following him on social media last year. He didn't follow her back, but I did. A few weeks ago, she posted a selfie in front of my husband's SUV, and she was wearing a gold necklace with a diamond 01 pendant hanging on it. I had it made for my husband a year ago to signify that he was one of one, my number one, my king. He never took the necklace off when I gave it to him. I was sick to my stomach when I saw her wearing it. It's like she wanted me to see it. A friend of a friend told me they have been together for a while, and this woman is not ashamed to tell people that he left his wife for her. It hurt like heck, but I got closure finally.
It hurt like hell.
She can have him, but
Shirley?
not the necklace. I hear you, Steve.
It hurt like hell is what's in the, it's on the paper.
Okay.
You know,
All
hell
right.
is not, you could say hell, you ain't all that. We're gonna
I
stop
chose
all
not
this.
to.
Well, you know, let us say hell.
She can have him, but not the necklace. Okay? I told my husband to give the necklace back, and he laughed. Am I wrong for asking? Well, you know, my answer to that is no, of course not. You can ask anyone anything, especially your husband. But I'm just going to say this to you. Just stop. Don't be petty. Let that necklace go. It is okay. it represents some bad memories for you. It really does. I mean, it represents your husband cheating on you, lying to you, and that's what you're going to think of every time you see that necklace. The bad parts. And why would you want that? Because you are moving on, right? You already got a house and everything. I mean, after all, your husband has for sure moved on, and he did it with your soror. You need to make new and better memories in your new life. Again, since you're leaving, just leave clean. I mean, you can note that if this were money or something like that, cash or whatever, I wouldn't tell you the same thing. I would say, yeah, fight for it, go get it. But this is a necklace, okay? This is a necklace. It may have some sentimental value to you, but I think those sentiments are going to end up hurting you and stuff like that instead of, what you want them for. I think he laughed, you said, when you asked him to give the necklace back anyway. And I just say, if you're truly moving on, do it and don't look back. Necklace and all. Leave it. Steve?
Look, let me start at the bottom of the letter. Am I wrong for... I told my husband that he got to give me the necklace back, and he laughed. Am I wrong for asking? Yeah, you dead wrong for asking. It ain't yours. It's his. It's his necklace. You gave it to him. If you get a divorce, are you going to give him the ring back? Nope. Uh-oh. So, and you shouldn't, because it's yours. So, and ain't nobody else giving it back either. It's, no, and you dead wrong for asking for it back. But let me go on back to the top of the letter now. This is what I don't understand. You're going through a divorce soon. Your ex-husband moved in with another woman before you moved out the house. It's the disrespect for me. He come home in the wee hours of the morning smelling like a woman with his shirt balled up in his hand. What? Who do that? Yeah. What? Why even bring the shirt home? Dog, throw it away. It ain't that much. Let that go. That shirt, you don't even need to bring, that's evidence. You don't even need to bring that in the house. Should have threw that out the window. The hell you look like walking in the house with no shirt on, got your shirt with the makeup stuff on it in your hand, balled up. Like she ain't gonna say that. Baby, where your shirt? I don't know. What shirt? The one that's in your hand. Why it's balled up? Why even make that a question? I'm sure it had makeup or something worse on it. Near the end, he told me that he never wanted to hurt me or leave the marriage. But he had to sort some things out. What the hell do that mean? I never meant to hurt you or leave the marriage, but I need to sort some things out. The hell did that mean? He said it was not over another woman. I believed him at first. How? How you believe him at first? He's standing in front of you with no shirt on, and the shirt he had on is balled up in his hand. You believe what at first? This ain't about no woman. Why is your shirt balled up in your hand? Man, oh man, oh man. I don't know what to tell you, lady. But when I come back, Steve, I'm going to tell you the rest.
Okay. All right, hang on. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after. Today's Strawberry Letter subject is, I bought him that last year. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, I bought him that last year.
This woman is leaving her husband. They're getting a divorce. She's upset because he moved on with another woman before I moved out with the house. He said he moved on with another woman before I moved out of the house. He didn't move out the house. He moved on with another woman before she moved out the house. It was disrespect for me. He come in the wee hours of the morning smelling like a woman with his shirt balled up in his hand. I don't know how the hell you do that. I don't know how he ain't had 2 shirts at least. Why'd you bring that shirt to the house balled up? It's just, you stupid. The dude is so stupid. I'm sure it had makeup on it or something worse. And near the end, he told me they never wanted to hurt me or leave the marriage, but they had to sort some things out. I don't know what the hell that means. He said it wasn't over a woman. I believed him at first. You believed him at first. Now, at first you believed him. But he's standing there with no shirt on with the shirt balled up in his hand. What? Damn. Man, where these women at? Because I ain't never had one of these.
Never, Steve?
No, man, no, I've never had. I had women, what? Why is your shirt in your hand?
Right.
I'm going through some things. Why do I smell all that perfume and stuff? It's not a woman. Oh, boy, please. Anyway, then she said, but he started staying out all night. Then I knew he was on to something else. When he gave me the divorce papers, wow, that was a quick jump. After you let him go with the shirt ball up in his hand, then he started staying out all night. Then he gave you divorce papers. Surprise. I didn't flinch. I didn't let him on the cry. Nothing, look depressed, none of that. I just kept going, found a rental house. But, he's not a good actor. He would fake cry and tell me he's going through so much and he loves how understanding I am. He ain't a good actor and he's terrible at covering his tracks. Then you said one of your sorority sisters started following him on social media. He didn't follow her back, but I did. A few weeks ago, she posted a selfie in front of my husband's SUV. She was wearing a gold necklace with a diamond 01 pendant hanging on it. I had it made for my husband a year ago to signify that he was one of one, my number one, my king. You ain't lying he one of one, because I don't know no dudes that come in the house with their shirt balled up in their hand. He is definitely a one of one. Man, I'd have did anything with that shirt that had it in my hand. Yeah. He never took the necklace off when I gave it to him. I was sick to my stomach when I saw her wearing it. It's like she wanted me to see it. Yeah. See, but lady, and then a friend of a friend told me they've been together for a while, and this woman is not ashamed to tell people he left his wife for her. It hurt like hell, but I got closure finally. She can have him, but not the necklace. I told my husband to give the necklace back, and he laughed. Am I wrong for asking? Yes. Yes, you wrong for asking, because it's his. You asked him for it back, he started laughing. You gave it to him because you said he was one of a one, your number one, and your king. He took it off his neck and gave it to her because she's one of a one, his queen. And he gave it to her. My question to you is, why do you even want the damn necklace? What good is the necklace? I mean, really, what? So you can say you got it back? What?
You can't let go.
Man, it's over. Yeah. You said you had closure, then close it. Walk away. So, my father taught me a very valuable lesson in life. He said, son, the best lesson is a bought lesson. I didn't know what he mean until he just kept telling it to me over and over. And finally, one day, he just said, son, the lesson you pay for is the best lesson in the world.
Yep.
The best ain't no lesson like a bought lesson. The one you pay for, oh, brother, that just helped me so much. Now, it's also a sign and a way for you to have real closure. You bought that misery out your life. He wasn't a good man. He didn't do you right. He's moved on. Let your sorority sister have it. Yeah. I would post it on the sorority website.
Oh, you would?
We getting petty? Okay.
That is petty.
I mean, you ain't gonna get the necklace back, but just say, get her line name, get her line name, get the year she crossed, and just say, I want to thank my sister, so-and-so, spring 89, spring 94, whatever it was. Probably, there's just some new stuff right here. Old people whoop your ass. This would have went a whole
Yeah, keep going, though. So what you finna post and put
spring
the
99,
petty sorrow.
Spring 205, whatever. I just want to say, she's wearing my ex-husband's necklace that I bought, and it looks divine on you. Just say it looks divine on you. And just say something like that. Don't say nothing ugly. Just post it and be complimentary of it. Oh, and that's my husband's SUV that I bought for him too.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Please leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and at Steve Harvey FM.
Website?
Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up next, it is Junior with Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
All right, Shirley, but let me remind everybody this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Atlanta Uptown Comedy Corner. Come get your favorite play cousin, man. Y'all come see me. 5 shows this weekend, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. Go to uptowncomedy.net and get your tickets, man. We get our laugh on. With all this stuff going on, we need to laugh. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
We about to do. All right, man. The views are in from the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl views came in at 113 million people watching. But then also, this is crazy, 118 million tuned in to see Rihanna. So what that thing? What that thing? Wait a minute, Rihanna on.
You got the numbers.
Yeah, man, it's the third highest watched Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yes,
Umbrella, all of that. Third highest watched Super Bowl. That's what they became in at. Third highest watched Super Bowl. The highest
Who was number
rated,
one?
The 2015 Super Bowl with New England and Seattle with the interception at the 1 yard line. Malcolm Butler.
Who was the performer?
Katy Perry, I think. 2015.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was Katy Perry.
That wasn't about nothing right there. She was a star. She was a bona fide star. She was cold, but it wasn't about nothing right there.
Yeah. Another thing we ain't talked about this year already, man.
Prince?
The commercials. Did y'all?
Prince was cold.
Prince was number one.
What?
Number one. That was Miami.
So Prince had a better Super Bowl than Michael Jackson?
In the rain with a do-rag.
Prince was cold, man. Mike was cold. Them was what are the rankings though? Who was number one?
Prince.
Yeah, Prince was number one.
2.
Michael's number 2.
And then number 3.
All right.
Number 3 might be what we saw last year.
that might
I think they were 4. I
Dr.
can't remember
Dre.
who was 3. Let me see.
Beyonce,
That Super Bowl.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars had a great Super Bowl. Beyonce? You gotta say Beyonce.
Drake.
Is Janet in there when all the little confusion happened?
Janet.
She was in the
Dr. Dre and them number 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think U2. Remember Bono,
Oh, yeah.
U2?
Uh-huh.
I think they
I
are number 2.
ain't know none of their music at that time. I was in school. I ain't know them. So I ain't know none of their music. But did y'all like any of the commercials this year? Did y'all any commercials grab y'all
No.
attention? No?
Yeah, a
like
couple.
the-
Yeah.
I like
Serena.
Ben Affleck and J-Lo, that was pretty good one.
At
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts, that was
The-
fun.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, that was cute.
No.
That
Nothing.
was cute.
The Diddy,
Steve, you
Diddy
got
commercial?
nothing?
Diddy's commercial?
Diddy
No?
don't do
What-
jingles.
Yeah.
Yeah, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Steve is still mad about Philly.
Yeah,
The Eagles lost.
He
It's
mad
just
about
not
the
even-
loss.
I like
So he
nothing
got
but
to deal
the
with
damn
that. That's
Yeah, he gonna need a minute, Junior.
I can't see. He gonna say, no, okay, cool. Well, we got it. There it is, Shirley.
All right, Junior, thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll talk about these Tuscaloosa, Alabama high school orders to students not to do civil rights during Black History Month. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're looking for someone to help you unpack Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton's story, you're in the right place. It's me, Gabby Collins. Come with me, because on Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that's put that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. On this podcast, we're going beyond the basic line of questioning and getting to the heart of the show, all while appreciating the contributions of the show's creative teams and remarkable cast. Go inside each episode of Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story with the creatives, the cast, and creator Shonda Rhimes leading the way. Listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, Thursdays on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
More than 200 students walked out of class at Hillcrest High School in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. This was after they claimed they were ordered by their school leaders to leave out major historical moments, including slavery and the civil rights movement, in a student-led Black History Month program that will take place on February 22nd. The students were allegedly told that they couldn't talk about slavery and civil rights because one of the administrators, get this, felt uncomfortable. Lisa Young, the president of the NAACP's Tuscaloosa branch, has gotten involved and expressed her anger to school officials. The Tuscaloosa County School Superintendent issued a statement that they're putting together a plan to make sure the students feel heard. So here's the question. Do you think Black history will slowly but surely be erased from every school district soon? It's like that's what they're trying to do.
If we let it.
Yeah.
If we let it. We are a powerful enough block of people to stop that. We can overturn this foolishness in Florida if we got behind it. But we have to think it's worthy. Well, you can stop waiting on them to think it's worthy because they're proving over and over that they don't. Yeah, and this woman right here clearly says she don't want to do it because she's uncomfortable. She don't want to hear about slavery and civil rights. It's uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable for us.
For us.
And it continues to be uncomfortable for us on a daily. It is uncomfortable for us to go down here and hear you raise your hand at the meeting to say it's uncomfortable for you. How dare you be more uncomfortable about something than we are?
Right.
And it didn't even happen to you.
Right.
You just got to face what your forefathers did. It's okay.
And be uncomfortable.
Yeah, we face
it's okay.
Every day.
They did it. It's what they did, and it's what you're doing now. You're just the 2.0 version of your great-great-grandfather. You just found a way to bring it into modern day discrimination. I'm going to say it's uncomfortable and I'm a white woman, so it's uncomfortable to me. Now everybody got to adjust around your weak ass. Nobody give a damn because you uncomfortable.
About your discomfort.
Right.
No,
you need to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable about
talking about.
Yes.
We're uncomfortable every single day we wake up in this world today. We are scared to turn on the news. We are scared for our children to go to school. We're scared for our children to drive. We're scared for our children to get pulled over by the police. We're scared for our children to play their music too loud. We're scared for our children to be out at night. We scared. Now, I ain't saying ain't no white people scared of the same things for their children, but you ain't got to explain to your children how to act when the police stop their car. You ain't got to explain that to them. And you most certainly are not watching the TV news when police kill unarmed people. They are always people of color. They ain't never nobody else. Now, they pull white people over all the time. White people got license to carry. White people have guns in their car. White people sell drugs. But they get pulled over and the innocent don't get killed. If it's true, where is the damn news story? We're waiting. No, it's always just us. And y'all sit there and act like your ass is uncomfortable. You are uncomfortable. I wish, I'll tell you right now, if it was happening to you, I bet you'd tighten up.
So let me get this right. Hundreds of kids in Tuscaloosa don't get Black history because she uncomfortable.
That's you got it right. They were ordered by the school leaders.
Her comfort level is a
slavery
priority.
And the civil rights movement.
Please don't talk about Dr. King. Not this month. Don't do it. Please don't.
Man, the privilege of it
Yes.
all. Oh, Lord.
The fact that you get to say you're uncomfortable when somebody pass a law. Well, I wish it was that easy, lady, because we're uncomfortable with all these killings. Well, we ain't getting no laws passed to help us with none of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd make it so black on her ass. Oh, my God.
All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, every year, the Super Bowl champions get a special treat in addition to the trophy and bragging rights. So, Steve, we know you're still a little upset about the Eagles' loss in the Super Bowl. So this is for you. Take a listen.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
Patrick Mahomes, you and the Kansas City Chiefs just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disneyland.
Uh-oh, he got
was for Big Dog.
Uh-oh, look at his face.
To fix it? You think a little monkey-ass trip down Disneyland, I lost this damn Super Bowl, all this money, y'all sitting here talking about some Disneyland. Either one, I could have bought anybody that want to go to damn Disneyland.
Are you speaking for the Eagles?
I'm speaking for all the damn Eagles.
Okay.
I don't want to go to no damn Disneyland. You done lost the damn Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes and his wife had a fun-filled day at Disneyland on Monday, and they were escorted through the park with their two children, Sterling and Bronze.
So wasn't nothing wrong with his ankle. He just walking through the park, huh? Ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's a miracle.
Great time.
Yeah.
Hold up. Dog, you know how many shots he took?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
He didn't even know he had an ankle.
Right. More of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour. We'll do a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Would You Rather. Would you rather be surrounded by clear blue water or a lush, beautiful green forest?
Clear blue water. Yeah.
It didn't say nothing about no beach, Junior. What did you say, Shirley?
Surrounded by clear blue water.
What are we sitting on? There? Yeah. See, that's what make all the difference in the world. I'm going to get in that forest so I can walk off or something.
Are we standing in the water?
Are we on an
island? Not even just surrounded?
No, I done been surrounded by blue water. If you ain't in the right size equipment, it's scary. It's too much, man.
It's scary.
Titanic.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to would you rather have great sex in one position or average sex in several positions?
Well, see, a lot of folks don't know. Average is good, too. It don't, I don't know.
Yeah. That's like fried chicken 2 days later. It's still fried
Whoa,
chicken.
you better ask somebody.
So, Junior, you had a difference of opinion?
No,
there?
I didn't. I said average. That's fine. In several positions, yeah. You know, a lot of stuff we can do in here. But it's not going to be great, though.
Because good is addictive. Don't nobody want that. You get caught up.
Who you talking to when you say nobody wants good?
I'm trying to understand. What?
I understand.
You say good sex is overrated? Is that
it really is.
Good is doing all kind of stuff, man.
It really is. Because then you going to want to do this all the time, and I got to go to work. I can't.
I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
A lot of different positions.
Okay, Shirley, you learn something new every day.
All right, would you rather have a bidet on your toilet, or would you rather have heated seats in your car?
Got both of them.
You got a bidet?
Oh, go ahead, rich boy.
You got a bidet?
Oh, you shut up. You got them too. You the one who showed them to me. Stop.
Yeah, but you jumped out there first. Well, I got both of them, so what? I ain't got to pick.
Yeah, he's
for Junior then. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know how people go no more without one of them. I just don't know how you do it.
Really?
Really?
Rich boy.
I don't want to sound crazy, but what is a bidet?
Come on.
There you go.
Come on, average.
Come on, Junior.
No. What is it?
Look at his
I'm
face.
going to buy you one for that new house. How about that? I'm going to send one over there.
I'm telling you, man, I'm about to see what this is.
It looks like a toilet, but it shoots water
Whoa. You said you're going to send him one over there. Okay. All right. You heard
he
that.
really rich. We missed it. Steve.
Hey, Junior. Sit there and wait and see if little Rich Stingy send your ass a bidet to your house.
I will.
All right. That's today's round of Would You Rather. We'll be back at 49 minutes after with the last break of the day and closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're going to live in the bathroom after you get this. You're going to stay in there.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day on this Wednesday. Steve, it was a good day, huh?
Yeah. Oh, a great day.
Day
Great day.
Valentine's Day. And all that.
Yeah, great day. Hey, listen, my closing remarks is going to be pretty simple today. I just want to get at and just address just a couple of things. I haven't really put it together in my mind. But so it's going to sound a bit scattered, I'm sure. But I was just thinking about so much stuff, man. The recent story that we did on the radio about the lady in Tuscaloosa, where the students walked out of the school. 200 students had to walk out because during Black History Month they were wanted to give a presentation, and the white woman said she felt uncomfortable if they talked about slavery or civil rights. And so now they told the kids that they couldn't make any of those comments during their presentation. So the students have walked out, as we should. You know, it's amazing to me, man, how we allow other people's discomfort to be so recognized, so heartfelt, when ours have been ignored for years and decades and hundreds of years. I really could care less about you feeling uncomfortable listening about slavery and civil rights. We're uncomfortable talking about it. And you know why we're uncomfortable talking about it? Because we're still dealing with it. It feels like the same thing that's happening over again. Y'all just reshaped it and put it in a different form and a different package. It's racism 2.0. It's what we keep dealing with. We about to go into racism 3.0 too, because it don't seem like it's going nowhere. You want to erase Black history from school curriculum. They've already started in Florida. This racist move right here. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy how they can hurry up and make an amendment about something they want to do. But when it comes something that's good for us or the nation, then we got a problem with it. So you can't teach Black history in a classroom, but you can buy a gun. I'm stumped. Wait a minute. You can't vote without having excess right now. I don't know if we're paying attention to this. We're involved in a sickness, man, and we're not getting better because the people that you've elected to run this country ain't got no intentions of making it better, because if it don't fit one party or the other party, it don't fit the people. Something wrong with this here, man. Something wrong with this right here. You got to either be right or left. Well, I hate to tell you this, but it's the middle. If the symbol for the America is the golden eagle, if that so is your choice to call yourself, in order for an eagle to fly properly, it must have a right wing and it's got to have a left wing. But guess what's in between those wings? It's the body. And ain't nobody listening to what's best for the body. Because now they got it so now where you got to pick one or the other. You can't have a both. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like the extreme right. I just don't. But I don't like the extreme left either. I just don't. I'm sorry. So who do I get to vote for? Because they done fixed it now, man, where they've saturated and fixed it up so where you got to go right or left. It ain't no middle vote. It's Republicans, Democrats. And if you're Democrats, you got to appease the left and the far left. And if you're Republican, you got to appease the right and the far right. We saw the far right on January 6th. They exist. They in this country. They the far right. We saw the far right get rid of Roe versus Wade. But then we also watched the far left do what they want to do too. We now have to accept everything that everybody want to be and talk about and call themselves. Or if you don't like what they are now, no matter what you looking at, then you wrong for that. Oh, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. We so free in this country. We done freed ourselves up to the position where we can't do nothing right. This is a sad state we in. But to that lady in Tuscaloosa that's uncomfortable hearing about civil rights and slavery, you can't imagine how uncomfortable we are. It's unthinkable. So congratulations to the students in Tuscaloosa. We support you. Anything you need from Uncle Steve, shoot us an email on the email bag and we'll help you out. But we support you wholeheartedly. She uncomfortable. Okay, cool. Have a great day today, y'all.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What if I told you there was more to the story behind game-changing events? Get ready for my new podcast, That Moment with Damon John. Every Tuesday on the Black Effect Podcast Network, we'll jump into the personal stories of some of the most influential people on the planet, from business moguls and celebrities to athletes and artists. Join me every Tuesday for That Moment with Damon John on the Black Effect Podcast Network, the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you go to get your podcasts.
On Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, we're stepping behind the scenes and the drawing boards of this team to experience the life breathed into the Bridgerton prequel. Listen to the leaps executive producer and series director Tom Verica took to capture the feeling that puts that lump in your throat. And you've got to catch creator Shonda Rhimes. She's dropping gems, diamonds, and mics. You can listen to Queen Charlotte, the official podcast, every Thursday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you listen to your favorite shows.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C.
This child was laying on the side of the road.
The person said, "I murdered your daughter."
The killer believed that he may have been seen.
I will admit the others when you catch me if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.